He says Rossi Evans lost his freaking mind ever since he came back from America with his head crammed with their religious cult beliefs. It does seem to be the case. Very, very scarily, does seem to be the case. I miss Matt Smith and the Moffat era. Yes, I know. The most Doctor Who bit. Hey, let's remind us how great that was. 1 second. We'll go to YouTube. YouTube. We'll do... Oh, yeah. 1 second. Firstly, pretty sure I have this on file. This, I think, is primo Doctor Who, right? This is the up there with the greatest Doctor Who. Where is it? No. Oh, this must be over here. Okay, it's not this video, which is one of the greatest videos of all time. Yes. Yeah, I need that light. Okay, I just need it. Okay, that's just I don't know who makes it, but I need that light switch. That light looks like the greatest light ever. Let's remind ourselves how freaking awesome Matt Smith's Doctor was, right?
My name is Amy Pond. When I was 7, I had an imaginary friend. Last night was the night before my wedding, and my imaginary friend came back.
All of time and space, everything that ever happened or ever will. Where do you want to start?
I mean, just everything in this season just came together. It was just firing on every cylinder correctly. Like everything in this season just completely worked. Right? And amazingly so. I'm like, what was the weakest part of the season? I guess the Chibnall episode. That seems reasonable, right? That does seem reasonable.
Anywhere you want, anytime you want.
I get him with Churchill, perfect, right? Ian McNeeson's Churchill, perfect.
One condition, it has to be amazing.
Even the Teletubby Daleks I can forgive because they look good on paper.
Now it starts.
You might want to find something to hang on to.
One of the greatest openings ever, right? Time of the Angels, yes.
It begins!
Now, they made a big deal about filming Stonehenge. I hate to tell you, you could have done it in fiberglass and nobody would have known the difference. We had the Doctor and Vincent, Spitfires in space. I mean, like, how funny. You know what I watched last night, which I thought was really great, I haven't seen for a while? Ghostlight. What an absolutely brilliant Doctor Who story. I mean, it is just absolutely brilliant. Yeah, this was a weak point, the Chibnall episode. Oh, Murray Gold's music as well. Lots of great corridors. Let's look at some corridor acting, and it's all great. Oh. Man, what I wouldn't do to be living in 2010 now. I mean, I have to walk around with a sandwich ball saying the end is nigh, because the end is basically nigh in 2010.
Tell me the whole plan. One day that'll work.
Brilliant. Again, the comedic timing, everything is... He managed to have that comedic timing without making himself into a joke.
One simple instruction. Don't follow me under any circumstances.
Will you follow him?
Of course.
And yeah, I have to say, they lucked out with Karen Gillan. I mean, what a powerhouse actress, right? Like, I've loved her ever since, and every time she's successful in something, I'm happy for her, right? Because I think she's awesome. And that's without wanting to fuck her, frankly, because never really did it for me, but she's very beautiful.
Because this is what I do every time, every day, every second. This. Hold tight. Because it will change your life.
I guess the Beast Below is probably the worst part of the season.
There's one thing you never put in a trap if you're smart, if you value your continued existence. If you have any plans about seeing tomorrow, there's one thing you never, ever put in a trap.
Hey, and I can't believe this theme didn't exist before, was it 2010? Right? This theme for me is so iconically Doctor Who.
Me.
So freaking awesome. So freaking, I mean, it really is just so freaking awesome. Matt Smith. Again, one of the greatest Doctor Who's. I really genuinely believe that. Let's take a look at this trailer. And do you remember how great 2013 was? What a fantastic anniversary year was. Like, nothing about chicks with dicks then.
I've been running all my life. Through time and space.
Now, this is a weird trailer. It was meant for 3D, but I love it.
Every second of every minute of every day for over 900 years. I fought for peace in a universe at war.
See, this feels like a fan trailer made on a huge budget.
Now the time has come to face the choices I've made in the name of the Doctor.
Oh, man, that is just a perfect shot, right? It doesn't have the dish ball roundels, but it kind of feels like it.
Made in the name of the Doctor. Our future depends on one single moment of one impossible day. The day I've been running from all my life.
Even his shit new costume was good.
The day of the Doctor.
Yeah, I think we'll be lucky to see anything that good. Honestly, I look, for me, Yasmin Finn is probably going to sink it. Frankly, I thought I was okay with it. And I guess, Rusty Davis would absolutely be in agreement with this person. I would be intrigued, right? Let's have a look what they go.
Become inclusive of bestiality.
It is what it is. If people want to do it, let them do it. Who are you to say what they can do?
Well, isn't that cruel to the animals? Like, how does the animal consent to have sex? I don't think they like it, right? I don't know. I think raping dogs is probably not a good thing to do, right? I think that's cruel, right? But this was no.
So, would you be accepting of someone that was into that?
Hey, if it's whatever floats their boat.
But what about the animal, right? Again, how does the animal get to choose? That just. Again, this is the degeneracy I'm looking at, and people like Rusty, they was like, fear-mongering, queer people under attack. No, I don't want to see sheep shacking being normal, mate. Right? It's like even in New Zealand, right? Even in New Zealand. However, you might if the animal rapists are as dumb as this next person. I think they may be okay. This clip, it staggers the imagination, right? It literally staggers the imagination.
Stingray. Ow! Ah! Ah! You all right? Ah! Do you bite it? Do you bite your finger? No. Ah! Huh? Stung you?
Yeah. Let's watch that again because it went a little bit too quickly. So this prick has a stingray and he's holding it up for some unknown reason other than he's a complete and total cunt, right? A complete, I have no idea why he's doing that. So the stingray gets a bit fucked off with him. Good for you, stingray.
A California round stingray.
Oh, yeah. Ah! He gets back in the water.
Ah! You all right?
Are you right? Are you right, dear? Are you right?
Ah! Do you bite it? Do you bite?
Did he bite your finger?
Do you bite your finger?
No.
Ah! Huh? It stung you?
Yeah.
And he's like, ah! Ah! And I goes like, are you okay, dear? What's wrong? Did you get an owie? Did you get an owie? Apparently so. Apparently so. If I could get a time machine, how do you think I'll go back to the 70s and just live there on a loop? Right? Yeah, you wouldn't have all your Montcalms, but God, life was better back then. It just was. Last thing I want to see is Doctor Who running around in a dress. How about a non-binary they, them? It's a horrible idea. Well, I think that horrible idea is going to happen, right? It all seems to make sense, right? It all seems to fit into place. So that's really where they want to go with all this stuff here. Let me close down a few windows so I can see what I'm doing, and we'll get to the main story. We'll keep that window open. And I guess we'll keep this window open too. That one not. This one goes. That one we've done. That one stays open. That one done. What's this one? More Owen Jones. That one goes over here. 5. Here we go. Let's share the screen. Share screen. Nice. 5. There we go. Pink news. We're on the wrong side. Ncuti Gatwa's coming out as fans getting all sorts of emotional. Teen queer keeps winning. Yeah, just like Disney. Right? When you say teen queer keeps winning, do you mean that teen queer keeps taking over everything? Yes. Right? Yes, they do. Yeah, teen queer does keep taking over freaking everything. And has it made anything better? Have you ever seen Star Trek Discovery? Yeah, how popular is Star Trek Discovery, right? With the most nauseating gay couple, or not gay couple, queer couple. And again, I genuinely, I want to apologize to gay people for mixing up gay and queer, which I really shouldn't, right? I really genuinely want to apologize. But the most nauseating queer couple I've ever seen in my life, right? That you had, there were like these 2 kids who acted like they'd been married for 50 years, and you had what's his name, Gray, who was just like, oh god, one of the most grossest things I've ever seen, who was a boy, sort of, maybe a feminine boy. And then you had, I think Adira is the name of the character, who was a chunky girl with short hair. Essentially, she was a boy girl. Right, I think non-binary. Oh God, I hate it. And it's shit. Okay, and nobody likes it, and nobody wants to watch it. Right, that's the thing. We are all done. We're all done. So, we have seen Ncuti Gatwa has many different costumes in this season. About a new costume each week, but we've only seen a few of them. We've seen this one, the orange one. We've seen the blue one from the 60s. We've seen the Regency one. And we've seen the what was it? The leather coat one, right? The brown leather coat one. So that's 4. I think he's going to be wearing non-binary clothing in a bunch of them. I think he's going to be wearing female clothing, and that's why they have different costumes. And I think people are going to take one look at it and say sayonara, and it's going to get roasted beyond roasted. Beyond roasted, more so than Jodie Whittaker, right? I think it's going to get roasted. And because you know why? Because I don't think anybody's got any patience for this bullshit at all. Like zero patience, right? We've been very patient with the non-binary world, right? But enough is fucking enough, mate, right? You know why? This is how patient we've been. I played this clip earlier. I'm going to play it again. So it's a short clip. We've been patient beyond patient until we ended up with shit like this.
Become inclusive of bestiality.
It is what it is. If people want to do it, let them do it. Who are you to say what they can do?
You shouldn't rape a fucking monkey, you fucking moron. I'll say it for you.
So would you be accepting of someone that was into that?
Hey, if it's whatever floats their boat.
No, it's not whatever floats your boat, right? Because you're one step away from pedophilia, mate, right? And everything the trans community is saying is exactly the same thing that NAMLA, the National American Man-Boy Love Association says. Oh, let children choose. They say exactly the same fucking things. Oh, Teen Queer keeps winning until you destroy Doctor Who. Right, Disney is going down the drain because Teen Queer keeps winning. Because there's no consequence. Right now, will Disney Plus even be the same entity by the time Shooter's season airs? Probably not. Probably not. Ncuti Gatwa fans are all up in their feelings after sex educator spoke openly about his queerness for the first time in a new interview. Oh, I love being queer. I love it. Now, that's not being gay. Now, is being queer sucking a dick? No, that's being gay. Being queer is being reasonably queer. While Gatwa has previously expressed his desire to set boundaries between his public and his private life, the 30-year-old actor addressed his sexuality for the first time with a moving anecdote about seeing another Rwanda person at Pride. Shooti, mate. Shooti. Where is it? Where was all the pictures I had of him? Anyway, yeah, dude. We all guessed. No one's shocked, mate, right? No one's shocked. What? This person isn't straight? Yeah, this is the sort of thing. This is the sort of thing I think we are going to be seeing Shooti wearing in a season, right? This is exactly the sort of thing I think we're going to be seeing him wearing. I remember being at Manchester Pride, going through the streets with all my boys, shaking my chachas, living it. Okay, what's wrong with public decency? What's wrong with consenting adults doing whatever they want in private? Why do you need to shake your chachas, you fucking weirdo cunt? Fuck you. Keep your chachas to your fucking self. Okay, you're in public. Living it up. And when I saw this woman who looked exactly like my auntie, he told Elle magazine. She wasn't, but I knew she was Rwandan. We were holding hands and she told me, I really don't know why I'm here. Maybe because you're gay. I'm just here. I told her, honey, you don't need to know why. Yeah, please don't try and work out. You won't. You absolutely do not need to know. You're here. Be proud of who you are. There's being proud without shaking your fucking genitals in a 5-year-old's fucking face. Okay? I'm very proud of being Jewish without rubbing my junk up against a 7-year-old's asshole, right? It's fine. I can express me liking being Jewish, marginally, but without a intense display of adult sexuality. Then reflecting on his own queerness for the first time publicly, he shared, I have never met another Rwandan person before. Haven't you? Aren't you from Rwanda? Weren't there a few there? I thought I was the only one. Oh, another queer Rwanda person in the world. Yeah, that's because you'll probably find yourself on an end of a kicking if you're in Rwanda and you're gay, mate. I was the only one in the world. Well, Gatwa's played an openly gay sex education fan favorite, Eric Effelong. I've only ever seen him play gay, right? I've only ever seen him play gay, including Romeo. Chakapezi to Sabbath Day. I mean, again, whoever that fat chick was, that was Julia. Yeah. You would have to be gay to be going after that. I thought that while Gatwa's played openly gay Eric Effelong since 2019, his revelation indicates that Doctor Who fans will have their first openly queer type of duh. Again, nobody's surprised about this, right? Gatwa will lead the 14th and 15th seasons of BBC's Doctor Who alongside Heartstopper breakout star Yasmin Finney. Again, everybody's can be free to be whoever they are, right? Everybody's free to be whoever they are. But I'm quoting Vivek Ramaswamy here, but a tyranny of the minority is not a good thing, which is what we're living in right now. A tyranny of the minority, right? There were tyrannies of the majority. Now there's a tyranny of the minority. And you're a minority. Yes, you are a minority. You have to get over it. Yes, you are a minority. Oh, I feel so seen. You shouldn't be so seen, okay? Nobody should be this fucking seen. Shake your fucking chachas. Leave it alone. The news of Doctor Who will kick off in 2024. will be held by former Doctor Who and It's a Sin writer, queer TV legend. Yeah, really, he's gay? I didn't know. He never mentioned it. 3/6 Doctor Anniversary Special will air in November with trans ally David Tennant. David Tennant, you are an insufferable cunt, right? You are an insufferable cunt, right? I mean, again, how do you deal with stuff like this? Pedophile charges gender. Pedophile changes gender before court case. Oh yeah, he's so a girl now, right? Sophie Carter, formerly Dominic, attends a court in pink t-shirt and shorts after being caught with 2 indecent images of children. Oh, it's okay. I'm a woman. That makes it okay then. I'm a girl. No need to worry. How does that make it better? Like, I don't. Just explain to me how this makes it better. I don't get it. I don't get any of this. Things are just too weird. That turns out like David Tennant. Oh, children should be able to choose to cut their tits off. Really? Really? Should they? Well, let me find one of these detransition stories. What's this? Yeah, and look, if he's not playing a non-binary doctor, certainly the weirdo Jodie fans who screamed and screamed and screamed about this think he is, right? Let me try over here. I saw like so many of these detransition stories, which they freak me the hell out, right? They do freak me the hell out. Where is it? Well, we saw the crazy one earlier. No, that's not it. That's not it. But there's all these things coming out in Australia right now. I should. If I thought I was going to go through this, I would have. Did I bookmark them? That would have been really clever of me. No, it doesn't look like I did. That's really annoying. That's really annoying. Yeah, let me just check my bookmarks. No. Oh, it does this one. Yeah, where do I get to it? Oh, it's over here. 1 second. I think it's over here. There you go. Bingo. Hang on. 1 second. Where am I up to? Here we go. Meet Kobe, a young man who was scared of his sexuality and sought refuge in gender ideology. He learned about transgenderism on YouTube at the age of 11. At 13, he was coached by older men online and began puberty blockers. At 16, he started estrogen, and at 19, he was castrated. He lost his sexual... That means he's never had sex, to be clear, right? He lost his sexual function, had signs of osteoporosis and severe back and joint pain due to the puberty blockers. I was expecting it to help me because they told you it would. Because David Tennant told you it would all be great. Help my mental health, and it didn't do anything. I just wasted so much time, and all I really did was become a medical patient for life. Yes. Transgender ideology is homophobic. I agree with you. It teaches the effeminate boys to be ashamed. It teaches girls to hate their bodies they're in. It seeks to eradicate natural puberty. The ideology is an atrocity. I can't argue it. And like, again, this poor kid, he's been castrated. He's never going to have sex, right? He's never going to have an orgasm. He had a dick cut off. Trans ally. Explain that to me, David fucking Tennant. Oh, you dick. The first 2020 specials and 2024 series will both be full to the brim with queer talent. Yes, we know. RuPaul's Drag Race 2-time stars Jinx Monsoon, who was right after it was announced, had this beautiful little story of their queerness about meeting somebody and they fell madly in love. They didn't know each other's names and they had sex, obviously. But then he seemed not to have a condom. Where's your condom? And he said, I think you might have lost it in my ass. Yeah, darling, that's not where we want to be living in the world, right? That's not a good thing, right? I mean, this is not prime Doctor Who fare, shall we say, right? This is not what I would call family entertainment. No, it's not. Where are we up to? Jigsaw soon. The first series, Trans Man, Pete McHale. Right, okay. The idea of LGBTQ plus actor as a doctor has been a little too much for zealot. I mean, again, do you remember in the 90s they were suggesting Simon Callow as a doctor? Simon Callow, very gay man, apparently. I didn't know until... and that's right. It was right. I didn't know Simon Callow was gay. Right? Why would I know he was gay? I'm not part of his fucking life. Right? But he would have been a great doctor. Who cares if you're gay? Oh. On social media, they've been getting very teary-eyed and emotional. Maybe because they're fucking bonkers, right? If you don't feel fucking seen, Ncuti Gatwa, right? If you don't feel seen walking around like the fucking fruitcake you fucking are, right? If you don't feel seen, this is how you're going around, then you're out your fucking mind. You're the most seen person in the fucking planet. Oh, I feel so seen. Ncuti Gatwa is the most inspiring story of anybody who's played the Doctor, wrote one fan on X, formerly Twitter. Well, another simply said, this brings me an unbridled amount of joy. Then you need to go and find a fucking doctor. Right? You need to get to some kind of mental health professional. It's got nothing. This should have nothing to do with Doctor fucking Who. And I'm saying, oh, we need queer erasure. No, I'm saying that why does everything have to be about who you like to fuck? Oh, our first black queer Doctor Who continues to make history and expand the definition of who can inhabit the role. I had no problem with him being the Doctor. Right? I do have a problem with him being a non-binary Doctor. Like, just play the Doctor. And who the Doctor can be, I couldn't be more thrilled. Shared a third. I got 3 people. That's a consensus. This representation is so important for so many. No, so fucking few. It's so important for so fucking few, and that few have their boot on our neck, and they've had it on our neck for fucking years. Oh. Well, Dixley handsome man. He's very good. He's very good looking. Teen queer keeps winning. I'm crying. We won. We got a black queer Doctor. Oh my fucking God. Are you going to be crying when you get the same ratings as Jodie? Right? Because your ratings are... You think Rossley Davis, you think you are ratings proof, right? You think you can do anything. Really, it's Disney ratings proof, right? It doesn't look like it anymore, does it? Does it? Right? I mean, they're talking about sending off the Parks division. Does that sound like they're doing well to you? Does that sound like a big fucking success? No, it doesn't, right? Oh, it was the wrong ratings. It was season 11 to 13. Is this? Yeah. Open with... Oh yeah, that misses out. That misses out the bump from David Tennant for Power of the Doctor. This must be it. This must be open with. There you go. And I'm being so unbelievably generous with this chart, right? Oh man, we got to go through that guy on Twitter again. That was funny. We'll do that next. Up until this point, Gatwa's been telling the story with comedic delivery, but he grows thoughtful. I can feel myself getting emotional just thinking about it. Oh, welling up, he says quietly. We were holding hands, and she said to me, I don't know if it's he or she. It's just enough already. A new Doctor is black queer icon. Yeah, and we're all prepared to just live with it, mate. But look at this. Who didn't know you were gay, darling, right? And again, this is a tyranny of the minority, right? It's all it is, a tyranny of the minority. And you know why? Because they brainwash insane narcissistic children into believing that it's immoral not to follow their frankly disgusting racist worldview, right? And I do think it's disgusting and racist. Look at this is doing them around, and this is cray beyond crazy. So a trans woman has a breakdown on TikTok after her and her trans friend were called ladies. Okay, the TikToker makes daily videos teaching kids different pronouns, including fairy pronoun and animal pronoun. So, okay, very well balanced person, obviously, right? So let's see what they got to say.
To do, but like there was like a really bad experience.
Oh, it was a bad experience.
Basically, I was just getting a drink at the bar, and they called both Azul and I ladies. After they were done making the drink, I went up and I was like, some people don't refer to themselves as ladies, but it's
But you look like a girl. I mean, it looks like you're presenting as a lady. No,
okay that you didn't know. I'm in a gay bar, so I should feel safe. Too bad, turned it around. They got so mad at me, and they took the drink away from my wife, and I hit them.
Okay, but I want to. Is your wife a woman with a penis, or is your wife a woman with a vagina? Again, who knows?
Bar, like, because he was like, are you serious? You're doing the same thing to me. How? And then they kicked us out. I didn't think
so I have no idea what happened, but they got kicked out for some reason.
that was gonna happen. Like, how am I supposed to feel? This was the first time that I've like told somebody I felt brave enough to tell somebody my identity. I just wanted to let him know, and I told him it's okay that you didn't know.
No, but it's not okay that you're upset, right? It's not okay that you're upset that somebody thought you were a lady because you're a lady.
He was still mad at me for being myself and for my...
Okay, if you think being yourself by being an annoying cunt, then yeah, people will get mad at you for that. That happens.
wife being themselves just hurt. We were kicked out so fast. And I tried talking to the other person. He came over and
nobody wants to talk to you, darling. Okay, nobody wants to have a conversation with you.
Like, what's going on? It was another straight white man. When I told him he's just not respecting our identity, and
But, okay, why was a straight white man? And it doesn't matter his wife. What was a straight man doing in a gay bar? I get none of this makes sense.
I don't understand why. And he was like, you know what, just leave. And I got kicked out of a bar. Technically supposed to be a queer bar, but it's just gay white men.
Yes.
Oh my god, it was supposed to be a positive experience. I felt
And it wasn't a positive experience. You should try watching Jodie Whittaker's Doctor Who. That was a really negative experience.
so embarrassed.
I want to let you know.
Yeah.
I mean, and you're not embarrassed to put this on TikTok, though. As all, I want to let you know that I am effing furious and livid.
I know, it's so bad.
It's so bad.
Imagine if I didn't accept you for just being gay. Dude, like, are you serious? And he's told me, I'm being a gentleman calling you a lady. That's not something bad. Like, I'm just sharing that part, and I just wanted you to be like, okay.
I don't know if she's a bloody lady or not. Oh, God. I'm telling you, mate. If this isn't the end of days and this is just what life is like now, oh, God, kill me now, mate. Oh, it's just like, I can't live in this nightmare, this unrelenting nightmare.
Sorry.
What would you like?
What would you like to hear?
Now that looks like a trans man, which means they had a vagina at one point. I don't know. Oh God, it's so hard to understand.
And like, it's not like we even talk a lot. It felt like a dad, like yelling at you. Oh my God.
I wish your dad did yell at you more. Your life would be better for it.
I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm gonna have some water. And I'm okay. It's just hard.
One more thing that I wanted to add is that he yelled at my wife and told them that he sees us as ladies, and so he will always refer to us as ladies. Bye. And at the end of the day...
Okay, but why are you not a lady? I really want to, like, why are you not a lady if you're a lady? It's like, I don't understand. Yeah, I'm going to assume your gender is a lady because, you know, you look like one and you don't have a big Adam's apple and you look like you got tits and they're not crazy comedy tits, but like normal tits. So I think you're a lady. I don't know what you're presenting as.
Transphobia within the community is so disgusting.
Yeah, no, because everyone's sick of you people, right? Everybody is sick of you, right? Everybody's sick of it. Let's watch it. Owen Jones get his ass handed to him because that's always fun. By James Dreyfus. Oh, what a great ass hander to her. Like normal gay people. Oh God. Well, like where did all these weirdos come from, right? Like who has trouble with gay people? Like James Dreyfus, Fine Master, who was fired by Big Finish because they're pussy cunts. Okay, that's who you are. So it starts off with Owen Jones. Oh God, he's so smug. And again, someone who unironically disguised gay people as homosexual is almost certainly homophobic. Why? Well, why? So James Dreyfus first says, "Hi, Owen. I'm a homosexual. Gay people are, by definition, homosexual, i.e., same-sex attracted. Big fat full stop. And I mean that most unironically, folks." I know. It's just like, it's just so ridiculous. Problem being chimes in. I say problem being not so. He's not on Twitter that much anymore, but I do like it when he is. Owen Insufferable Prick Jones. Yes. Yeah, and honestly, that is his name, Owen Insufferable Prick Jones. I can't disagree. Can get in the damn bin. I prefer the term homosexual. It's honest. I prefer it to gay as well because I think that word's connotation implies permanent state of happiness. And frankly, if being gay brought you that, I would be sucking dick right now, which is rather infantilizing. But that's my opinion. Well, your opinion is always good there, Prost, mate. Your opinion is always good. And he had another thing about this as well. Is this it? Ladies and gentlemen, what can we say? So we got the Owen Jones thing, right? And then for some reason, Billy Bragg. Now, I remember Billy Bragg during the Jeremy Corbyn thing on Labour, like begging Jews, like say, no, don't say he's anti-Semitic. Well, what about all the anti-Semitic things he does? No. Oh, you're being co-opted by Trump. And no, he's just anti-Semitic, right? Because I'm not here to address questions about beta blockers. I'm here to talk about whether people should be held accountable for what they say on social media. Well, like Jeremy Corbyn, right? So Richard Dreyfuss talks about this. Not Richard Dreyfuss. I like Richard Dreyfuss too. Ladies and gentlemen, what can we say? What indeed, Jonesy? They have been a wonderful crowd tonight, haven't they, Billy? I should go, Jonesy. It's a tough crowd. Aye, but we had some laughs and we had to spread some joy. Good night. Yeah, I think that's pretty much what indeed went down. And yeah, on the other side of the scale over here, got this, which is I thought was hilarious, right? I have to go the other way. So it starts off, this is actually quite a reasonably good point, which I tend to agree with. Like, why is life shittier now for good people than it was, right? Man, there was somebody on Tim Pool on Friday, I think, going over, like, talking about what I think Christian verse, Book of Revelations, talking about the end of days, and then it being like, good is bad, black is white, like, which is basically what we see, right? We see like the Justice Department going against people who try to help and stop crime and protecting criminals, right? I think Trump is the avatar of that now. I think Trump is the avatar of the insane corruption of the permanent Washington, deep state, whatever you want to call it. It's Sunday. Jesus didn't get a mugshot, says this one. So Jack replies, Jesus was arrested, put walked and publicly executed for bringing truth to people by self-righteous authorities terrified of him. Now, again, I have to tell you, I'm not, the New Testament isn't really my bag, man. I am very Jewy, right? But the bit with the money changers in the temple, I so believe the veracity of that, right? I said, like, nothing really. I think that very, very accurately describes the political reality of Jews today and probably then as well. I mean, just in the same way, the thing I liked about Schindler's List, I thought was very, which I didn't like about 7 Years a Slave. I thought Schindler's List was able to catch a very realistic Jewish character. So, you know, being somebody who's lived in that community and been part of that community most of my life. Like, I became religious when I was 20 and 19, I would say. And before then, I was Jewish, just wasn't religious, right? But I think Schindler's List, and they managed to get what the Jewish personalities are like, right? Especially the scene in the church where they're doing like the black market stuff, and Schindler comes in and he like orders a shirt from one guy. So all that stuff I think really, and yeah, they had a joke, you know, as like about back and forth about it. But 7 Years a Slave, just everything was miserable all the time, right? I don't really believe that, right? The Schindler's List seem more realistic. So anyway, Jack Puzzlebeck says this guy, Jesus was arrested, walked and publicly executed for bringing the truth to people by self-righteous authorities terrified of him. Again, not my book, but boy, does that sound like an accurate reflection, right? So this guy spurgs out then. He said, where Pray Boy just shows up, the Christian right has lost its way. I mean, Trump is equal to Jesus. So then he replies, where does it say anything about Trump? You guys lie worse than journalists. No wonder you're at single digits in swing states. Okay, I have no idea what they do. But like, yeah, that's basically the bottom line. Right now, if there was an election, Trump would absolutely 100% win with these 4 indictments, which is why they're going hammer and tongs at them, right? And they're not going to win. I don't think they're going to work. I just think it seems, because I'm a guy who believes in God, right? It seems to me if God wanted Trump off the board, he would have taken Trump off the board a long time ago. It's not like he didn't have any opportunity, but. It's like, I just think, honestly, I mean, I always thought he was like a good president, funny guy, reasonably scuzzy, right? I believed he slept with the porn stars and stuff like that, right? That seemed reasonable to me. Now I think after all the persecution he's been on, I think he's cleaner than clean, right? I think he's like ridiculously clean, which is surprising. I think it's the best way to say it. Okay, there's one more story we'll go over, and then we'll get to the chat, because then we got a bunch of stuff to go over. Doink. Share screen. This is what I particularly like. Keith Oberman, who is completely insane, right? And again, you can see his complete insanity through the story. Keith Oberman calls Riley Gaines stupid and unsuccessful. Ex-women responds by showing off Heracles. Yeah, so Riley Gaines. I honestly, I don't know if she's got more beautiful guy opposing the gender insanity that's is like viciously enforced, right? Viciously enforced. But I think she's gorgeous, right? I think she's absolutely gorgeous. And she gave some very, very good testimony in Congress about how she didn't want to get changed. Like a bunch of girls were going places to hide to get changed, so they wouldn't have to change in front of somebody with a huge freaking penis. Obviously female, though they were. Gaines was a two-time first-team all-sex swimmer, apparently. So I don't know what any of that means, but Keith Oman is insane, right? Former MSNBC and ESPN host Keith Oman got into a war of words with Riley Gaines Thursday, saying that the two-time all-sex first-teamer sucked at swimming. Okay. Call ahead. Let's just get to the tweet, which is really where it's at. Did they not show the tweet? Really? That's just dumb. I mean, what site? What is this? Fox News. No wonder. Let's try this one. York Post. Not much better, right? Not much better. Is this the one? Fine. Yeah. But so we got this guy, Senator Megan Hunt. Today, Governor Pillon, famous women's rights supporter, signed this offensive and ridiculous proclamation establishing a women's bill of rights. He should try saying this stuff to my face. Then we would see who's got the biological advantage. Basically, they define women as being women, right? Who is Senator Megan Hunt? Let's have a look. Now you got me intrigued, Senator Megan Hunt from Nebraska, right? Is Senator Megan Hunt maybe a woman with a penis? Could be. I mean, you can't really tell. I mean, that's the other thing, right? You really can't tell anymore. To which Riley Gaines chimes in, right? Doink. Defining women equals ridiculous to the state Senator Megan Hunt. Remember that next election, Nebraskans. Yeah, and what's wrong with defining a woman? So Keith Oman comes along. Okay, Keith, you calm down. Can you just address the reality and move past it? You sucked at swimming. That's why you lost. So, I'm a bit nervous about Elon Musk, but I do like this community notes. Riley Gaines was a very successful swimmer, ending her college Wildcat career as one of the most decorated swimmers in the program's history. She played an instrumental role in the Wildcats clinching their first ever conference title in 2021. So I like the community, but apparently she. Let's 1 second. Let's see how she came back. This wasn't that long ago. Yeah, what was it? Vacation time. I don't know. Now, owns Keith Oman, so it can't be that far after this. It was... I don't know. What did she say? I don't know. Maybe go for tweets and replies, or they just call it replies now. X's and replies. Hang on. The dude on the left is 6'4", size 14 shoes, has a penis, 76 inch wingspan, still has beans and still has a penis and balls. The chick is 5'9", size 9 shoes, and 6 inch wingspan. Does the word physics mean anything to you? No, apparently not. No, apparently not. Well, I really would like to see a swat down Keith Oman because he's such a prick, right? He's such an intense prick. Am I going to find it? I think I'm going to give up. I think there's nothing more boring on YouTube or Rumble than somebody scrolling through. Oh, here. Oh, that's it. Where is it? This is the one where it was somewhere around here. No. Do they talk about it on Fox? Oh, God, I hate Fox. Has got no reputation to ruin. He posted on X. Gaines a second, and again, but he'll just forget, right? Maybe if I click this, will this take me to it? Oh, there you go. Okay, fine. So this is just showing off a many. Well, you know what? We should get this video. Okay, we should watch what you got to say. Finally, hang on. And then we'll get to the chat. And then we will indeed get to the chat. Doink. 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 Here we go. Video file.
As I was getting my all SEC first team honors down to show you, I dropped it and I broke it, which would be really unfortunate if I didn't have more of those, but lucky for me I do. So let's go through it. SEC title, second in the country. This is my SEC Community Service Leader of the Year award, which actually got me a lot of money. Oh, another SEC title, an NCAA trophy. Oh, look, SEC Scholar Athlete of the Year. Believe it or not, I'm pretty smart. Another SEC title, another NCAA trophy. Oh, that's when we won an SEC championship as a team. Some more SEC honors. Oh, look, another one. That's when I broke the 200 butterfly record, the SEC record, which I still hold, making me one of the fastest Americans of all time. And so, Keith, I would be really sad if I broke this trying to prove a point to an old man who can't even seem to keep a job, but got more of these, so I'm not. Thanks, Keith.
Yeah, dude, you are bonkers McBonkers, okay? Bonkers McBonkers. Let's go. My name's Tzvi Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop.